I don't have a lot of belts. The ones I do tend to be used so hard they develop that sag in the middle along the small of the back. It starts looking wavy and is one of the big reasons I stopped using leather belts as a younger man. Flash forward to today and wearing anything else with a suit makes you look a certain way, and if you're supposed to be making big decisions and you're meeting with someone who's been working in an office their entire career, that's going to be a big part of how they perceive you. In that world, and in prepping, perception is a major component of the game. However, a shiny leather belt isn't going to be something you use going on a hike, heading into town with jeans and a t-shirt. You get the idea. There are many out there, but I'd like to talk about my favorite one, the Core Essentials Multicam gun belt. Now, full disclosure, they did send me this one, but if it had issues, you can bet I'd talk about it in all its messy details. If the belt wasn't anything special, I wouldn't even waste my time making a review about it either. I've said before that I won't review an item unless I would recommend it to everyone or warn people about it, and I'm sticking to that. Let's talk about the specs of the Multicam gun belt. According to the official spiel, Multicam and camo belts are constructed using high-quality USA-made materials. They are not quite as stiff as our rigid tactical belts and rated to support small to medium-sized firearms, magazines, and additional gear up to 6 pounds. Frankly, if you're carrying 6 pounds of stuff on the same belt keeping your pants up, you need to learn how to pare down to what you actually need. The next line of the core belt being the best fitting belt you've ever had is subjective for sure, but a good draw does involve having a good stiff, well-fitted, and durable belt. This is not the place to settle for the Walmart George Special. Now that we've said fit matters for a good repeatable draw, it matters for the daily fact of comfort as well. This belt features 40 different positions because of the virtually indestructible nylon hidden track that allows for sizing up and down in quarter-inch adjustments. If you've ever eaten at a Korean barbecue place after going out for the night and having a few rounds, you know what I mean when I say this is nice. All 1.5-inch camo gun belts are one size and can fit waists from 24 to 54 inches. There are different buckles in different sizes, so make sure that you pick up the one that fits the style that you like. Do be aware that certain belts can only accept certain models of buckle. None of the belts designed for carrying a firearm will accept the fashion belt buckles, so read the description of what you're adding to the cart carefully. There is a 30-day money-back guarantee and a 1-year warranty for the belts. So what are the pros and cons of this particular belt? It is stiff, but not too stiff. This ensures that the belt doesn't have any rolling and folding going on due to the weight and downward pressure of your gun on your hip. The core also guarantees it doesn't start degrading into a weird wavy mess. I do like that I can wash a cloth belt after some serious rucking and training. You can't really do that with the leather one. I also like the method of adjusting the belt. Make sure that you follow the instructions that are provided carefully to ensure the best fit. Just remember, you can always cut away more, but you can never add back what you've cut off. Attaching the belt buckle to the belt is another thing entirely. Not only will these teeth grab onto the belt, you can crank down these screws to give it that extra something. I haven't experienced any fraying or degrading materials. I'm not saying it won't ever happen because things do, but I'm sure if you reach out, you'll be taken care of. My pros closely match that of my leather work belt that's still going strong. But of course, there's got to be at least one thing wrong with it, right? Well, that depends on your view. Let's talk about what has become a deal breaker for many people. The belt is made in China, but hold on. Many things we use are made in China, and unfortunately, it's nearly inescapable. I am familiar with the cost that goes into purchasing raw materials, manufacturing, and wage laws. Can they move somewhere cheaper in order to make sure it's USA made all the way through? Of course, but that is an unfair demand of a small business owner who has deep ties to their city. Parts of your cell phone are made in China, and I argue that is more of a security risk than a belt from a small business owner ever will be. I do buy products made in the USA when it's available and when I can afford to. But I'm also aware that many people want something that's durable and highly rated but have a limited budget. My emphasis is on quality, and while that's a weird word paired with the phrase made in China, I call it like I see it. So if something stamped made in China is a deal breaker for you, with no compromise, then I'd rather you know about it now than learn about it later and leave a review solely based on that. So that concludes my review of the belt from Core. I'll leave a link down below so you can get to it and check it out for yourself. There are enough people talking about current events in doom and gloom and the recent substation attack. Check out my video talking about the original incident. It's much more of a real and immediate threat this winter than Putin launching sweet baby Jesus into the air. Until the next video, be good, stay safe, and have a good one.